Hi guys! For today's video, mag-tutorial tayo on how to fill out I-485. So first thing to do is to go to USCIS website. Yan, punta lang tayo sa Google. And then, type natin USCIS. Yan, lalabas siya. Yung first there, home USCIS.gov. And then, since adjustment of status na tayo, let's go to all forms. Click lang yan. Yan. First on the list. Click natin. And then, by the way, I'm not an attorney or an accredited representative, but I just prepared it for myself for applying my adjustment of status. Bale, pag fill out lang muna ng form, I'm not gonna provide full details like for medical and how to pay this, but we'll just go ahead and download the correct form. Okay, so this is the form I-485. By the way, there's instruction also. You can click on this so that you'll see the steps. Pag na-click nyo na yan, lalabas dyan yung table of contents para hindi kayo malito sa pag-fill out. Yan. So, dyan lahat. Balik tayo sa forms. Ayan. So, may edition date kasi noong April 1st, nag-change sila. So, before, ang old fee nga pala is 1,225. That includes advance parole and employment or work permit. So, ito makikita natin dito 04/01/2024 edition. Yan. Andito rin yung mga checklist. So, I'll go ahead and start the filling out the form I-485. Ayan na siya. So, this expires 02/28/2026. And makikita nyo dito yung edition 8. Yan. 04/01/24. Okay, let's start. By the way, first, itong mga to, we don't need to fill that out, even here. But pag may mga attorney kayo, they can complete this. And since tayo lang gagawa, yan, fill out natin. A number, makikita sa NOA 2 ng fiancé visa or I-129 natin. So, nasa NOA 2 siya, makikita nyo doon, alien number, das may A number siya. Yan. Let's start. Yan. Then, yung name, since married na tayo, we can use our husband's last name. So, last name. Caps lock, parang galit na galit. So, yan. Sorry guys, wala kasi akong videographer, so ako lang mag-isa. Then, so, yan. Current legal name, which is yung married name na natin. So, since kasal na ako, last name is Pet. My first name, middle name, which is my maiden last name. So, this one, other names you have used since birth. So, ipoprovide natin yung maiden name natin dito. So, yung dalaga ko tong name, may maiden name. So, Doe, Leia. And then, my middle name is Me. Yan. And then, kung may iba pa kayong mga ginamit names before, you can put everything here. Pero kung wala naman, NA lang. Tapos, date of birth, ayan. And yung gender natin. Kung saan kayo pinanganak, ayan. Then, proceed on page 2 of 20 na tayo. Which is the continuation of our information. So, country of birth, citizenship, RA number. Actually, automatic sana yung A number natin na fill out sa taas kanina. Lahat sana yung ma-fill out. Kaya lang, parang outdated yung PDF application or software ko. So, kung hindi man siya mag-automatic, you can just type na lang ulit yung A number. And then here, yung registration number, which is the A number, type nyo lang ulit here. Yan. Kung may online account na kayo sa USCIS, lagay nyo dyan. Kung wala naman, NA lang. Then, yung ating in care of, pwede yung name natin or yung sa husband natin. Pwede lang. Yan. Kung saan tayo nakatira. Yan. Zip code. Ganyan. Ganun. Tapos, dito in care of name, ito naman sa mga VAWA. So, since K1 tayo, hindi talaga natin to a-answeran. So, NAs lang dyan. Then, dito na tayo. So, ako kasi, nag-apply na ako ng Social Security. Pagkadating ko pa lang dito, so, meron na ako. Yan. Ilalagay lang dito kung ano yon. If you answered yes, provide the information requested in item number 15. So, enter mo lang kung ano yung social security number mo. Yan. Pero pag wala naman, fill out mo no. And then, kung gusto mong mag-request sa kanila na padalahan ka ng social security, hit mo lang yes. And then, yes din dyan. Pero since sa akin, meron na ako, kaya yes ako. And no na ako sa mga next questions. Yan, tapos lalagay ko lang dyan. So, hindi ko na ilalagay yung totoo kasi personal details. Number 18. Recent immigration history. So, this is yung pagdating natin dito. Number 18, yung passport number natin. Travel documents. Same as passport. So, you can leave it blank. And then, expiration date of your passport or travel document. Mine is 07/19/2029. Tapos, here, it was issued in the Philippines. Yung visa number natin, makikita natin yan sa passport page number 19 dun sa may US visa stamp natin. Then, place of last arrival to the United States. So, kung saan yung POE natin to, kung saan yung very first state, let's say from Manila, and then you landed sa Boston, yun, lagay mo. Kung nag-land kayo sa New York, lagay nyo dyan New York, or anywhere sa New York. Then, yung date, yan. Proceed on page 3 of 20. So, same pa rin to, continuation. When I last arrived in the United States, I was inspected at the port of entry. Yes, ito. Then, dito, I can't fill out, but you can write your visa type, which is K1 visa. And then, dito, yung I-9 form, important yan. So, pagdating nyo pa lang ng bahay nyo, fill out na kayo. Yan. I believe nag-start siya sa letter. So, let's say ganito. Yan yung sa akin. Yan. Tapos, yung expiration date natin or yung 90th day natin dito yan. Status natin, nung dumating tayo, K1 visa. What is your current immigration status if it has changed? So, since applying pa lang tayo, lagay pa rin natin K1 visa. Then, pwede nyo enclose got already married. Already married. Yan. Pwede yan. Tapos, family name, exactly kung ano nasa, ano natin, I-94. So, doon, walang middle name, so leave it lang. Leave it blank. Part 2 na tayo. So, yeah, important pala yung copy ng I-797 receipt. And then, I am applying to register lawfully permanent resident or adjust status. Basahin na lang yan. So, dito tayo. Person admitted to the United States as a fiancé or K2. Yan. So, yan. Ang isi-select natin. Then, leave na lang yan. Not applicable na sa atin. I-number again, don't forget. Kapag same na hindi updated, don't make sure to write it na lang. Pen or pen, ball pen. Ink dapat siya. And this one, so hindi pa rin applicable sa atin yan dahil K1 tayo. Then proceed tayo dito. Yung receipt number is WAC. Sa K1 yan. Yan. Tapos ito yung receipt date natin. Or notice date. Then if you are the rabbit, leave it blank. But since I am the principal applicant, so ako yung naglagay dito, then i-leave blank ko na lang to kasi gagawan ko ng sarili yung K2 ko. So leave natin yan, or NA yan. And then have you ever applied? Itong mga question na to, answerable by yes or no. Alam nyo na yan kung ano yung sasagot nyo dyan. Then for me, no. And then if you answered yes to item number 1, complete. So since nag-no ako dito, NA na yan. Then, yung adjust natin. Yan. Provide lang natin yung lahat ng addresses natin kung saan tayo tumira within the last 5 years sa Philippines. And dito. So, since current address namin is here in US, nakalagay yan dyan. Fill out lang lahat. From when. So, since nung dumating kami until this time. And then, sa Philippine address, ayan. From 2000 1 to last day ko doon April 10th or 11th. Yan. And then next, kung meron pang iba, so since I just stayed lang naman sa isang bahay sa permanent resident namin sa Philippines, so 2 lang yung addresses na nilagay ko. So dito sa number 9 till 9A to H, NA lang, and then NA na to of course. Employment history, so same thing, within the last 5 years, yun lang yung in-enter ko, so isa lang siya. But marami pa talaga akong previous companies, but since within the last 5 years lang, so yan lang yung nilagay ko. Ayan, so NA na yung second employer. Ayan. NA na siya. So, yung information na ng parents natin yan. Yan, information about our parents. So, about your parent 1. So, ako, lagi kong inuuna yung mom ko. So, mom's name. So, nung maiden name niya. Birth date. Gender. Yan. Mga madali lang naman siyang answeran. Kayang-kaya niya yan, guys. And kung saan. And then, about your parent 2. Yung name ng dad. Yan. So, name at birth, if different than above. So, since wala naman siyang ibang names na ginamit. So, yan lang. Date of birth niya. Gender is male. Kung saan siya pinanganak. So, my dad is wala na. Deceased na. So, deceased na lang din dyan. Information about your marital status. So, currently, I'm married. So, nilagay ko married. If you are married, is your spouse is current member of the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. Coast Guard? No. So, yeah. And then, how many times you have been married, including annulled marriages and marriages to the same person. So, since this is my first marriage, isa lang. Yan. Kapag kinasal kayo dati, lagay nyo 2. Yan. But, for sure, mostly here, Ngayon pa lang kayo nasal. So, 1. Then, information about your current message. So, last name ng asawa ko. And then, first name niya, and then middle name niya. Last name is, oh my God, Pitt. Yan. A number, so wala siyang A number since US citizen na siya. Yan. Date of birth, kinasal kami, April 23rd this year. Yan. Place or city of town kung saan pinanganak yung asawa ko. Yan. Kinasal kami sa Wake County, dito, sa North Carolina. And then, is your current spouse applying with you? Of course, no, because US citizen na siya. Okay? And continuation, information about prior marriages. Since hindi ako kinasal before, so NA lang yan. Yan. NA. And then dito, information about your children. I only have one kid, so I have one son. Provide the following information. So I'll put my son's first name here. Oh, hold on. Last name pala ng dad niya. Yan. And name, John. Last name is me. Yan. Wala pa siyang A number, pero yung iba nilalagay nila yung A number nila or yung alien number nila na nakikita sa know what to natin. But mostly, sabi ng iba is NA. So, I put NA because pag na-approve yung AOS ng anak natin or K2 natin, magkakaroon sila ng sarili nilang A number. So, don't use your A number sa A number na ina-ask sa kanila. So, just put NA here. And then, date of birth. Yan. Yan. Of course, sa Philippines ko pinanganak. Is the child is applying with you? Yes. Then, since only one child lang, so NA. And then, since wala namang information dito, diba? So, no need to answer this na. Just leave it blank. Huwag kang mag-click dyan. Yan. Continuation. So, NA. Biographic information. So, ethnicity. We're not Hispanic. So, dito tayo. We're Asian. Height ko. Yan. Weight. Fill out lang natin. In pounds kasi sila dito. So, my eye color is black. My hair color is black. And part 8 na. General eligibility and admissibility grounds. First question, have you ever been a member or involved in or in any way associated with organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world, including any military services? So, no. So, here, if you answered yes to item number 1, complete item number 2 to 13B below. If you need extra space, page 4, sa part 14, I think that's page 18 or 19 ng forms na ito, doon yung sila ilalagay. So, since you answered no naman here, then NA na lang yan. But pag nag-yes kayo, lahat ng organizations nyo ilagay nyo dito. Okay? Yan. So, NA. Yan. NA lang naman siya. So, answer item number 14 to 16. Choose the answer that you think is correct. If you answered yes to any questions, or if you answered no but are unsure of your answer, provide an explanation on the events and circumstances in the space provided in part 14 again. Have you ever been denied admission to the United States? So, for this kayo lang makakasagot niyan ng mga questions dito because this is personal question. So, but mostly, no naman lahat siya. Yan. No lang siya sa akin. Yan. And dito pala, so dito, have you ever been a J non-immigrant exchange visitor who was subject to the 2-year foreign residence? So we answered no. That's why I just leave it blank, because if you answered yes to item number 24A, complete item numbers 24B to 24C. If you answered no to item number 24, since I answered no, skip to item number 25. So meaning, skip natin to pag nag-no tayo dito. Skip natin yan, yung 24B and C. Then punta na tayo dito sa criminal acts and violations. So everything here is answerable also by yes or no. So it depends sa inyo talaga yan. So hindi tayo pare-pareho ng sagot. But as I have mentioned, mostly naman sa atin mag-answer it lang talaga ng no dito. Yan. So puro no na lang yan. Yan. Page 11 na pala tayo. Then go to page number 11 of 20. Yan. So, puro no. Yes. Pero basahin nyo mabuti kasi baka hindi tayo lahat pare-pareho naman dito. Okay? Yan. So, yan. Puro no na lang siya sa akin. Yan. Dito tayo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng tip dito. So, public charge. So, the question is very tricky. It says, are you subject to the public charge ground of inadmissibility under INA Section 212A4? If tatanungin sa akin, no, kasi I'm not subject to public ground. But, as per experiences ng mga naka-receive ng RFEs, they answered no, but they receive an RFE, it should be yes. So, follow na lang tayo sa kanila. So, since nag-yes tayo dito, what is the size of your household? So, dito to sa household na natin. Kasi dito sa life natin sa US. So, kami, it's 3 kasi ako, husband ko, and then yung anak ko. And then, yung husband ko is nag-earn siya from 85 to 141. So, ito nga answer ko. Depende yan sa annual income nyo ha. So, ang annual ng asawa ko is 139. So, pasok kami dito sa $85,000 and $85,001 to $141,000 per year. So, dito lang kami. And then, identify the total value of your households and assets. So, this includes your car, your house, and all. Yan. And dito na tayo sa page 14. So, identify the total value of your households. So, let's say, ang total value of your household liabilities nyo is from 57,286. Choose nyo lang yan. So, ganyan. Yan. What is the highest degree or level of school you have completed? So, me, I completed associate degree. So, put ko lang yan. For high school diploma, eto tayo. Yan. Or if undergraduate ng college, pwede dito. Yan. Basta yan. Pili lang kayo dyan. And then, ito yung list your certifications, licenses, skilled obtained through work experience and educational certificate. Ako, hindi ko na nilagay dito yung high school diploma or college associate degree. What I entered was my certificate from work, yung mga seminars and trainings na inattendan ko. Yan, not only from work but even from your barangays or any skilled seminars or training na attend ninyo. Yan, pwede nyong i-list dyan. Okay. And number 68, have you ever received supplemental security income? Ito yung mga benefits na natatanggap natin. So, since we Ako, hindi kami nag-apply dito sa amin. Like, nung mga free insurances, hindi ako nag-apply kasi sabi nung asawa ko, ma-deny or refuse kasi yung salary niya is more than dun sa required na salary ng mga binibigyan ng benefits. So, no lang tayo dito. Yan. No. So, kapag nag-yes kayo dito, ilalagay nyo dyan kung anong klaseng benepisyo yung mga natatanggap nyo. Yun lang yun. So, same then. Dito na tayo sa page 15 na tayo. 15. Ayan. 15. Ito. Part 8 ng General Eligibility and Admissibility. So, continuation lang to. Illegal entries and other immigration violations. 69. Have you ever failed or refused to attend or to remain in attendance at any removal proceedings filed against you on or April or after April 1st, 1997? So no. And then here, if your answer to item number 69 is yes, do you believe you had reasonable cause? So, since hindi ko siya sinagot ng yes dito, i-skip natin to. Huwag nyo a-answeran yung 69B pag nag-no kayo dito. Okay? Huwag a-answeran yung 69B. So, 69C na tayo. If your answer to item number 69B is yes, attach a written statement explaining why you had reasonable cause. So, since nag-no tayo, wala tayong i-attach na kung ano statement or explanation here. Then, proceed on number 79. Have you ever submitted fraudulent counterfeit documentation to any US government? Blah, 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 blah. So, no. No na ako sa lahat ng to. For me, no na ako sa lahat. But, basahin yung mabuti, guys. Okay? Yan. Yeah. Have you ever been excluded, deported, or removed from the United States, or have you ever reported the United States on your own after having been ordered, excluded, deported, or removed from the United States? So, no na tayo. Yan. So, lahat na to for me is no. Yan. Miscellaneous conduct. Do you plan to practice polygamy in the United States? For sure, no. Yan. So, no. No tayo dyan. Page 60 na tayo. So, all us no naman na dito. Yan. So, blank lang yan. Part 9. Accommodations for individuals with disability or impairment. So, are you requesting an accommodation because of your disability? Of course, no tayo dyan. So, since nag-no na tayo, hindi na tayo mag-answer dito. Okay? Yan. Wala na tayong ilalagay dyan. Kahit leave it blank or put NAs, pwede naman. Part 10, applicant's statement. Contact information. So, since tayo nag-apply here, of course, we can read and understand English naman. Ito, yung may mga preparer. Yung preparer natin ang gagawa. So, i-click nila yan. And then, at my request, your name, blah, blah, yung name ng preparer. Yan. So, since tayo lang gumawa, so, wala tayong lalagay dyan. Applicant's contact number, phone number dito. Yan. So, kung pareho lang naman, isa lang number nyo, so lagay nyo na lang yan. Email address nyo, lagay nyo dyan. And then, dito na. Applicant's declaration and certification. This is signature natin. So, pag na-print na natin to, sign natin siya and then yung date. And here, so, wala tayong interpreter, no? So, tayong naglagay, tayong nag-fill out nito. NA lang. NA lang dyan. Hanggang dito. Or leave it blank. And then, interpreter's contact, NA. NA na rin. preparer's full name. So, walang ibang nag-prepare kundi tayo. So, leave it blank or NA. Yan. And then, ito, NA na rin yan for sure. Kasi wala tayo yung preparer. So, part 12. NA pa rin to. And then, 13. Wala. Wag tayong gagalaw dito. Dahil sa interview natin to. So, hindi natin gagalawin. So, last na dito, NA. Sa page 19 or 20 pala, ito na yung part 14 na additional information kapag kulang yung mga list dun sa mga previous na enhancer natin katulad ng additional addresses nyo or employment nyo, ganun. Yun lang. So, that's it. I'll upload the EAD or I-765 soon. Thanks. Sana naka-help.